When it comes to the pursuit of wealth, our greatest adversary is often ourselves. Surprisingly, many of us remain blissfully unaware of the role our own psychology plays in sabotaging our financial success. The path to becoming rich is filled with challenges, and every advantage we can seize along the way increases our chances of securing our own piece of the pie. So why not give yourself a helping hand and ensure a smoother journey? In this video, we will delve into the 10 mental mistakes that frequently impede our progress toward attaining wealth. By understanding these pitfalls and avoiding them, you can pave the way for a more prosperous future. If you're ready to take control of your financial destiny, watch the full video, hit that subscribe button, and give us a thumbs up to stay tuned for more invaluable insights that can make a real difference in your pursuit of wealth. Don't let your own mind be your roadblock to success. Now, let's start with something many of us fall victim to: herd mentality. Herd mentality is like when you and your friends all want the same toy just because it's popular, even if you don't really know if it's the best choice for you. In the grown-up world, it happens when people follow what everyone else is doing without thinking for themselves. This can be a problem on your way to wealth. Imagine you're investing your hard-earned money. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of a trendy investment everyone's talking about. You might invest without fully understanding it or thinking about whether it's a good fit for your financial goals and how much risk you can handle. But here's the catch. If that trendy investment turns out to be a bubble, you could lose a lot of money. Another issue with herd mentality is that it ignores the basics of looking at a company's health, like how much money it's making. Instead, people make decisions based on what's popular and exciting, which can lead to bad financial results. And one more thing, when everyone is rushing toward the same investments, it's like everyone in the class wanting the same toy. It can be risky because if those investments don't do well, a lot of people will suffer. So how do you avoid being part of the herd? Simple. Make smart choices based on what's right for you. Your financial goals, how much risk you can handle, and doing some research should guide your decisions. Remember, what works for others might not work for you, so it's important to have a plan that's just for you. That way, you can make your journey to wealth safer and more successful. Number 2, short-term thinking. Short-term thinking in finance is like living for today and not worrying much about tomorrow. It's all about wanting immediate gains, without thinking too much about the long-term consequences. For example, instead of investing money for future growth, people might spend it on things they don't really need, or they might choose investments that promise quick profits, even if they're not the best choice for long-term financial health. The problem with this approach is that it can slow down the accumulation of wealth in a few ways. First, impulsive financial decisions might seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they can eat away at your resources. And if you're not thinking about the long-term benefits of saving and investing, you miss out on the magic of compounding, which is how your money can grow substantially over time. Furthermore, short-term thinking often discourages good habits like saving and disciplined investing. Wealth isn't built overnight. It takes patience and consistency. And lastly, it can make it tough to plan, set financial goals, and achieve real success in the long run. When it comes to financial planning and building wealth, having a long-term perspective is essential. It's like looking at the bigger picture rather than getting stuck in the here and now. Number 3, lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation, also known as lifestyle creep, is when your spending increases as your income goes up. It's like a sneaky habit where, as you make more money, you start thinking you can afford fancier things. So you end up spending on expensive housing, flashy cars, luxury stuff, and eating out all the time. But here's the catch. Lifestyle inflation can seriously mess with your plans to save and invest. Instead of using that extra money to build your wealth, you end up spending it all. So, even though you're earning more, you don't really improve your financial situation or make progress on your big money goals. Imagine you get a $10,000 raise, and instead of saving it or investing, you decide to move to a swankier apartment that costs an extra $800 every month. Well, by the end of the year, you've pretty much used up your entire raise, and your savings haven't grown. To avoid falling into this trap, you should have a clear budget and set financial goals. This way, you can keep an eye on your money and stay focused on what really matters to you. When you get a raise or unexpected windfall, think about how you can use it to support your financial objectives, like paying off debts or investing for the future. You can still enjoy a better quality of life, but do it in a way that leaves room for saving and investing. It's like finding a balance that matches your long-term financial dreams. So it's not about giving up the good things, it's about being smart with your money. Number 4, lack of belief in your potential. Believing in yourself is like the foundation of achieving your goals, including financial success. Without that belief, it's like there are these subconscious barriers that can really get in the way of your path to wealth. You might hesitate to take risks or make the necessary sacrifices for growth, like investing in education or starting your own business. When you lack self-belief, it can lead to some tough consequences. You might find yourself procrastinating, missing out on opportunities, and not living up to your full potential. You might even develop unhelpful financial behaviors, like thinking there's never enough to go around, a scarcity mindset, or neglecting crucial financial planning. All of this can create stress, lead to poor choices, and leave you feeling like you're just getting by paycheck to paycheck. But here's the thing. To break these patterns and reach financial success, you need to start by believing in yourself. It's the first step to overcoming those obstacles and creating a path to wealth. Once you believe in your abilities and your potential, you'll be more willing to take the risks and make the sacrifices that lead to financial growth and prosperity. It's like having a strong, positive mindset can open the door to a world of financial possibilities. Number 5, the gambler mindset. The gambler's mindset is something we often see when people lack financial education. It's a bit like being drawn to a casino because of the promise of quick wins. This mindset treats investing like a gamble, relying on luck and making high-risk bets in the hope of fast profits. What's tricky about this mindset is that it's highly addictive. It's all about the thrill of instant gratification. Emotions lead the way in decision-making, which means people often act on impulse and chase after investments that seem hot at the moment without doing proper research. Unfortunately, the gambler's mindset totally ignores the fundamental principles of successful long-term investing. To build wealth over time, you need things like thorough research, a well-thought-out plan, good risk management, and patient, consistent investments. It's not about quick wins, it's about playing the long game. When people prioritize short-term gains and keep making high-risk bets, they often end up facing significant losses when those bets don't pay off. They tend to react to temporary market fluctuations instead of sticking to a well-considered strategy. As a result, those with a gambler's mindset miss out on the benefits of long-term disciplined investing, like the power of compound interest and the steady accumulation of wealth. It's like choosing a roller coaster ride over a slow and steady climb to financial success. Number 6, FUD. FUD is an acronym that stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's a term often used in the world of investing and business to describe the spread of negative or even false information. This can be done to harm competitors or manipulate markets, and it can have a big impact on how people make financial decisions. In investing, FUD can be really troublesome. When people hear or read negative or uncertain information, it can stir up their emotions and lead to impulsive decision-making. This might cause them to sell investments prematurely out of fear, or they might miss out on opportunities for significant returns because they're hesitating. FUD is particularly influential in volatile markets, like the world of cryptocurrency. It can lead to panic selling or make people hesitant to invest at all. To overcome the effects of FUD, it's essential to maintain a long-term perspective. This means not getting caught up in the fear and uncertainty of the moment, but instead, conducting thorough research and making informed decisions based on your financial goals. It's also crucial to remember that market fluctuations are entirely normal, and sticking to a well-thought-out investment plan can help you avoid making choices based on fear that could impact your long-term financial success. So, in a way, it's like having a sturdy ship to weather the storm rather than jumping overboard at the first sign of rough waters. Number 7, failure to execute your ideas. Having great ideas is just the beginning. It's like having a treasure map, but you won't find the gold unless you follow the map and take action. So, ideas are like seeds, and they have the potential to grow into something valuable, but you need to water them and give them sunlight. That means creating a plan, building a prototype, or seeking investment. These actions can bring those ideas to life and actually make you money. If you don't take those steps, it's like having a garden full of unwatered seeds. The potential wealth remains locked away. When you execute your ideas, you also learn new skills, overcome challenges, and open up even more opportunities for creating wealth. It's like every step you take is a door to a new room of possibilities. But if you don't take action, you end up just standing still, and you miss out on all the chances that could lead to your personal growth and financial success. And here's the thing, delaying execution can be a problem too. The world keeps changing, and the right timing can be critical in business. If you wait too long, you might miss the boat. So, the key is to not just dream, but to act on those dreams. It's what turns potential into real wealth. Number 8, failure to finish what you start. Not completing what you start can really hold you back from financial success. It's a bit like planting seeds, but never bothering to water or nurture them. In the world of wealth creation, consistency and perseverance are like your best gardening tools. Whether it's starting a business, developing a skill, or making investments, these projects all take time and effort. If you abandon them halfway, it's like throwing away the resources you've already put in, and you miss out on the potential returns. What's more, this habit can damage your reputation and credibility, especially in business. Trustworthiness is absolutely crucial for building relationships, attracting customers, and staying competitive. If you become known for not following through on your commitments, the opportunities for income and wealth start to dry up. And here's an important point. Every unfinished task limits your learning and growth, and those are key ingredients for achieving financial success. It's like leaving books half-read. You'll never get the full knowledge and insights that can help you thrive in your financial journey. So, when you start something, give it your best effort and see it through to the end. That's how you create a path to wealth. Number 9, FOMO. FOMO, or fear of missing out, is something many of us can relate to. It's that nagging feeling that you're missing out on something exciting or rewarding that others are enjoying. In the world of finance, FOMO can lead to some pretty impulsive investment decisions, driven by the fear of missing out on potential profits. And these hasty choices can really hurt your financial journey. When FOMO takes over, investors tend to act without thinking things through. They might buy stocks at their peak prices because they're afraid of missing out on the action. But when the value of those stocks drops, they end up with significant losses. FOMO can also make investors throw their planned strategies out the window in pursuit of quick returns. This increases their exposure to risk, which isn't always a good thing. The problem with FOMO is that it encourages short-term thinking, and building substantial wealth requires just the opposite: patience, disciplined investing, and a focus on the long run. What often happens is that when people give in to FOMO, they end up jumping from one investment to another, often at the wrong times. This not only undermines their potential earnings, but also hampers their overall wealth growth. So, in finance, it's usually better to steer clear of the FOMO temptation and stick to a well-thought-out long-term strategy. It's like running a marathon instead of sprinting from one place to another. Number 10, fear of failure. The fear of failure can really hold you back. It's like having a mindset that's overly cautious, and while some caution is wise, being excessively fearful can make you miss out on potentially profitable opportunities and even hinder innovation. To grow financially, you often need to step out of your comfort zone. What's tricky is that the fear of failure can also lead to what's called a scarcity mindset. This means you start making decisions based on fear, not on the potential for gain. You might end up holding on to investments that aren't making you any money because you're afraid to let go, or you might not invest at all, missing out on the benefits of compound interest. What's even more important is that fear can prevent you from learning valuable lessons from setbacks and failures. Those lessons are like stepping stones to success, and you need to stumble a bit to move forward. So, overcoming the fear of failure is really crucial. It's about seizing opportunities, learning from your mistakes, and persisting on your journey to financial success. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You might slip now and then, but those falls are part of what gets you to the summit. In summary, achieving financial success means dealing with a bunch of mental obstacles that can hold us back. We've talked about some of these common challenges, like following the crowd, living beyond our means, focusing on the short term, and even behaving like gamblers in our financial choices. Other hurdles include not believing in our own potential, getting caught up in the fear of missing out or the fear of uncertainty, and allowing the fear of failure to keep us from trying. We also need to act on our good ideas and finish what we start. But the good news is that we can overcome these hurdles by staying informed, setting clear financial goals, thinking long-term, and not giving in to impulsive decisions. Believing in ourselves is crucial. Consistency, discipline, and perseverance are like our secret weapons in conquering these mental challenges and ultimately achieving financial success. It's like climbing a mountain. The path might be tough, but with the right mindset and the will to keep going, you can reach the peak of prosperity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload and you can enjoy the excellent content I send your way.